Hello everyone, today we have come up with another common interview question, that is, what is your greatest weakness? Last time we talked about what is your greatest strength, right? So we all have our strength and weaknesses. How we present, how we communicate is very important part, and so we would like to guide you through overall guidance and framework how to answer this question in your interview. So let's talk about this. Let's know why basically interviewer ask this question. So let's start another part of this video. Yes, let's talk about why normally interviewer ask this question, right? So what do you think, guys? Why normally interviewer ask this question? Let's discuss. If you want to talk about, if you want to put your own point of view, you can comment below. So, but before that, we are presenting our views as an HR professional. Interviewer always ask this question because they want to know, they want to assess whether your weaknesses will hinder your job or your performance during your tenure or not. This is why every interviewer or every hiring manager asks this question. So you already know that why this question is asked, right? Because this question is being asked by so many interviewers because they want to assess your weaknesses, whether that will hinder your job performance or not. That's the only reason they want to ask you your weaknesses.
Guys, let's now look forward to how to frame this answer to this question. This question can be a bit tricky, and answer also can be a bit tricky. You have to always show your weakness as also your strength. So there are three basic tips for you to frame this question. One being, be humble. You must always communicate your authentic story that shows that you are aware of your weakness, and also you are in a plan to improve your weakness towards your strength.
Now let's talk about second tips that will help you to frame your answer, right? That is, don't choose a relevant trait to the job role, relevant weaknesses that is quite related to job role. So because if you choose your related trait or weaknesses, it will directly hamper your job performance. Interviewer will understand that your direct trait or weaknesses is linked with the job performance or job role, so that you won't be able to perform properly. So before attending interview, think that your weaknesses is not going to impact negatively to the job role. So prepare before the time and think about what is the weakness that is not directly going to hamper in your job performance. That sort of trait you should always choose, and prepare very honest answer, and definitely you should show that you are improving. Though we all have weaknesses, and we all need to improve, work on the improvement areas. So try to show that I have these weaknesses which is not directly impacted to the job role and not going to impact to the job role, and I am overcoming these weaknesses by considering this kind of way outs. So this is how you have to always choose a right trait, not too relevant to the job.
Similarly, if you have those weaknesses, you must also show them that you are managing those weaknesses. You are developing yourself towards your making your weaknesses a little less effective than what they are currently. You must always go with the details of what your weaknesses are and how you are overcoming those weaknesses with the help of different other traits that you have. So guys, as always, we have come up with the sample answer. that I will be answering as a marketing and brand manager professional. So the answer goes like this. In my current role as a product manager, I am responsible for specific feature building. So I work with a lot of cross-functional teams like engineers, designers. I think one thing that I can always improve on is patience. Taking time to really see and understand other people's perspective, especially considering we are always rushing to meet the tight deadlines. I always want things to move quickly, precisely, which I have realized can make my partners a bit anxious. To help with this, I am working to help build trust. I have been scheduling more frequent check-ins with the teams to make sure that everyone is comfortable with the project timeline, and I have made myself more open so that they can share my missed opportunities and they see as we go. This gives us a chance to get out ahead of things and make sure we are all totally aligned even as we work fast. So guys, this was the answer by a marketing and brand professional who is working with a cross-functional team with engineers and designers.
Yes, now let's talk about how this answer worked well. First thing, he shown that he understood how this weakness affect their team member, his team member, while working together. And another thing is he or she has shown that how he can improve. He has demonstrated clear strategy of improvement, clear understanding and a strategy of improvement. What it means is this guy is really good, and though he has or she has got some weaknesses as we all have, but what is important is one is understanding and realization. Second is how he or she going to improve. These 2 points are very important, and in this answer we can see both the points are well demonstrated and well expressed clearly. So we all have to frame answer like this. When we talk about our weaknesses, we need to understand our weakness, and we need to also understand and we should have a strategy to overcome our weaknesses. So therefore this answer worked well, and if you plan your or you frame your answer like this, definitely we are confident you will crack the interview. Alright guys, we have gone through all the stages like understanding question, right? And we have seen the framework, how we can frame our answer. Third is we have seen sample answer. Fourth, why this answer worked well. And now fifth and final stage of this preparation, 3 final tips for you people how you are going to very impressive interview session while answering this question. Look, let me talk about first tips, that is self-awareness and self-accountability. What is self-awareness? While answering this question, you are showing you know yourself first, and you have got strengths and weaknesses. You know very well yourself, and you can demonstrate how my weaknesses are going to impact negatively and positively to the job role. This means you are going to show that you know what I am good at, what I am not good at. Therefore, if you first know yourself, you can improve, always improve, and you can always capitalize your strengths, and you can always improve on your weaknesses. So this is all about accountability, and you are showing what you are. You are not faking around. So that is very important. So this is first tips. Always show you are self-aware and self-accountable towards whatever you are presenting, whatever you are doing.
So the second point is it's good to be honest about your weaknesses. An employer always checks whether a candidate is honest about his or her weaknesses or his or her strength or not. here you are depicting that you are honest about your weakness and you know what your weak point is. Similarly, third number is
Yes, third point is how you are going to manage your weaknesses, right? So this is all about managing our weaknesses. We all have weaknesses, but we have to overcome. If you can overcome your weaknesses, definitely you will achieve whatever you want to achieve. And whether it is job work, whether it is your personal goal, right? So share what are you doing to manage your weaknesses. Share with your interviewer that how you are going to manage, or what are you doing at the moment to manage your weaknesses. That will show that you are always improvement focused person. You always believe in a continuous improvement and learning, and that's how you have realized. First, you have realized your weakness. Second, what you are saying that I'm weak at this point. I'm not that much confidence about this skill. Third, but I'm not staying idle. I'm improving. I'm working on my weaknesses. If you able to show these three things to your interviewer, definitely you will crack. You will able to crack that interview, and you'll make very good impression, guys. So don't forget, first, understand yourself, which is self-awareness and your accountability about that. Second, it's always good to show your weaknesses that is not too relevant to the job. We have already discussed about it. Third is what are you doing at the moment to improve your weaknesses. So these are the tips, guys. I think this will help you definitely in your interview, and go through the content seriously and work out, and definitely don't always depend only on these tips. And around these tips, what can be found in internet and somewhere else, go through those sort of resources too, right? So you'll able to ace your interview. And we have already talked about ACE formula in our last video.
you can also check the description in the description box how to ace your interview. Similarly, guys, now overcome your weakness and break a leg in your interview. Give a good interview. We are always here to support you with the common interview questions. For any further questions or queries, you can always comment down below, and we have also a link in our description box where you can directly contact us through email, where we can provide you different tips and tricks for your career planning, and it's always free of cost. So guys, stay tuned, and also don't forget to like, share, subscribe and share this channel with all your friends and families and all the career aspirants in your circle.